okay to stay on for just another few minutes, I'm going to lead us into a 3-step breathing space and finish with a poem. So again, if you'd like to take up a position that feels supportive and comfortable, that might be sitting or lying. Might like to stand if you feel like your body needs to move a little bit. And then it's up to you to choose whether you'd like to close your eyes or to just let the gaze lower and soften, so that we can take our attention inwards. We spend a lot of our time focusing and attending to things outside our body, people outside our bodies, the world around us. So this is a moment just to pause and turn all the little antennae of senses inwards. And maybe initially in and all the way down to the feet, if that's possible, dropping your attention all the way down to the feet and feeling whatever you notice in your feet. Contact with the ground, socks and shoes. Contact with whatever your feet are resting on. Maybe just the feeling of temperature, pressure in your feet. Letting your feet show up whatever they show. The feet being the furthest part away from the head can be a real way to help us feel a bit more grounded and rooted. And then from that awareness in the feet, you can maybe slowly start to open up to the body as a whole. Maybe you notice the place where your legs and buttocks are rested. Maybe you can open up a bit further to how does this whole body feel physically, muscles and the joints and the bones. How does this body feel emotionally? Some of you have already talked about the emotions that might be here quite strongly for us. Just noticing those. And how does this body feel mentally? We again might have some very strong, almost sticky or loud thoughts coming up and really being at the forefront of our awareness. So in this 3-step breathing space, first step is to just give space to whatever's showing up physically, mentally, emotionally, or energetically. Give it a bit of space, give it a bit of attention, notice it, name it, not pushing it away, but just for a moment letting it be here, exploring it as best you can. Often when we notice and name and explore, we notice that it's maybe not as big and as scary as we thought it might be. And then when you're ready, coming to step 2, which is to bring your awareness into the breath. And if it's helpful, you can place a hand perhaps at the front of your body. Just let your hand rest at the front of the body so that you can feel perhaps more clearly this natural, soothing rhythm of the breath, coming in, flowing out, kind of rising up as the breath comes in, dropping back down as the breath goes out. Or however it feels, it might be more of an expanding and a releasing. A sense that you can ride the waves of your breath, gently letting your attention rest lightly on that kind of undulating movement. Again, not trying to change the breath in any way or expect it to be a certain way. Just noticing, how is my breath right now? Sometimes long, sometimes short, perhaps deep, or at times shallow. Sometimes might feel smooth, other times it might feel a bit more bumpy, tight. Following as best you can, all the way in from the very beginning of the in-breath to the very last whispers of the out-breath. And then in step 3, bringing your awareness, just slowly starting to bring it out from the breath to pick up the whole body sitting here once again, the feet on the floor, contact with whatever you're sitting or lying on, all the way up to the head and the facial expression. Checking in once again, how am I doing in this moment? Noticing what's here now. And what's here now might be slightly different from right at the beginning, might be the same. Whatever's showing up now, can we just ask it, what is it that you need right now? What kind act can I give myself to take care of this need? Might be that I need to just go and have a cup of tea or connect with someone. People have spoken about being out in nature. I need to be outside for a little bit to feel the grass under my feet or the warm or cool air on my skin. So these 3-step breathing spaces can be really helpful pauses to check in and notice what's here and notice what's needed. And take care of that need as best you can. That's the real act of being kind to yourself. From that act of being kind to ourselves, and we can truly have the space and the compassion to then serve those around us. So I'm just going to finish with a poem. You can maybe just stay with that felt sense of the body and the breath and what's here, what's needed as you listen to the words of this poem called The Present Moment by Thich Nhat Hanh. In our busy lives, we think too much. And because we think too much, we are not truly ourselves. Our body might be here, but our mind is elsewhere, in the past, in the future. And therefore, when you breathe in and out and become aware of your in-breath and out-breath, you stop the thinking and you become aware of where your body is. Our body and our mind are very often separated from each other. When you are not there, not really there, you cannot see things very clearly and deeply. You miss everything. And this is the purpose of mindfulness, to be aware of what is going on. And we get there by breathing in and out. So breathing in and breathing out is to be really there and to be available. Available to whom? Available to your beloved ones. And also to be ready to encounter life, because life can be found only in the present moment. Everything wonderful, everything refreshing is in the present moment. Therefore, running to the future or living in the past, you miss life. Breathing in and out is to get back to the present moment, where you have an appointment with life. Just do that last bit again. Breathing in and out is to get back to the present moment where you have an appointment with life.